everybody. Welcome back to the HalfTorqued podcast. Today, we don't really have anything super specific to talk about once again.
I feel like we start that way a lot.
We do, yeah. It's
your
because
fault.
we're not podcasters. We're just people who talk a lot.
No, call it like it is.
Somehow have...
We're idiots that like cars.
Oh, well, that's two. I mean, that's, yeah, as well.
I feel like it's pretty fair.
Ergo.
I'm
about to leave for Estonia tomorrow morning.
Why?
Hold on. I'm not getting there yet.
Oh, okay. Why?
By the time this is up, I will be in Estonia with a 7-hour time change. And I won't be able to watch the Georgia-Tennessee game.
It's going to be an interesting game, but this isn't a
blowout.
Is it?
I will be in Estonia for a film festival for a movie that I did last year. And
What's it called?
it's called This Too Shall Pass. I don't know what's out about that movie, actually.
Oh, so you know what? We have a guy that can look it up real quick and tell us if there's any info.
If you could look up This Too Shall Pass a movie.
Maybe on IMDb.
Yeah, that would work. I don't know what's out about it. But it's a coming-of-age film set in Canada.
Oh.
Well, half in Canada, half in the U.S.
Is there is there any trailers or anything like that?
Not at all. Well, we got sent a preliminary trailer that I can't show. I'd love to. Oh, that's it right there, baby. That's it right there, baby.
I remember that picture.
Dude, I didn't know that was out yet. That's awesome.
You sent me that.
Yeah, I sent you that during filming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I smoke a lot of fake cigarettes, which I would have to assume are worse than real cigarettes, is what all the smokers told me.
Is that why you started smoking?
Yeah, it's got me addicted pretty much.
Yeah, but those were cigarettes. You were smoking pipes.
Oh, yeah. Shut up, man.
Oh, sorry.
No, actually, there was a guy smoking real cigarettes. He decided to smoke real cigarettes instead of the fake ones because that's what he did. Like, he was a smoker before. But, like, if you think about how many times you film these over and over and over, you got to smoke a lot of cigarettes. And he was like, man, I don't think I'm going to smoke ever again. Like, this made me hate smoking.
That's probably a good thing.
That's awesome,
yeah.
But anyway, oh, there it is again. Look at us. That looks so cool. Look how jacked I am.
What kind of car is that?
It's some police car. I don't know.
Look how jacked you. Is that you holding the radio?
Get out of here, Matt.
Oh, sorry.
No, that was a fun one. And then I don't know when the film festival for London Calling is, but that's what I really wanted to talk about as well.
Yeah, you've been building that one up for a while, so.
And there's a lot of stuff that we're hoping will come out of it with HalfTorqued, but I just don't know. Golly, she's licking herself already, guys. Get out of here.
Hey, come here.
Not yet.
Hey.
Loosen up the crowd
It's
first.
that conversation we had before we started recording. Come here, kitty.
There is a car in the movie, London Calling, which is released. So if you could find that picture, John, sorry.
Wow.
Of Josh is what I meant to say. God,
wow.
dude, I'm an awful friend.
Jeez.
But, oh yeah, there it is right there.
Is it?
Beautiful. So I can't really say anything of what we want to do. But
we don't know if it's going to happen.
Right.
We're hopeful.
But the goal is to do something with that car would be the goal. And that's what I want to talk about today is a little bit about how movies...
Are you going to tell us anything about London Calling? Or you're just going to say, hey, I did a movie called London Calling, and blah, 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 and there's a car in it, and you're done with it.
Sorry.
What's it about?
I don't like to tout myself.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
You literally do it all the time. You were walking around the store at 421 yesterday saying, hey, do you recognize me?
Oh, Matt, you're ruining my reputation. Yes, London Calling will put me in the action spotlight with Josh Duhamel and a hit blockbuster action comedy movie about a bounty hunter who has to take a mafia boss's son under his wing and babysit him and learn to teach him how to be a man.
What kind of accent is that?
I don't know, my reporter accent.
Like you started with one, and it slowly evolved or devolved.
It went to like Pokemon announcer.
I don't watch Pokemon. No.
You never played Pokemon?
Mm-mm.
Really?
Mm-mm.
You play like Smash Bros or anything?
Not really. I did, but not really.
Wow. That's actually crazy.
I'm a lot older than you, remember?
And it came out on the 64.
Yeah.
It came out on the thing before that. What was before the 64?
The Super
Oh,
Nintendo?
wait.
It came out on 64.
No, it came out on 64.
Yeah.
And then it was on the...
I could smell that one.
Okay. It was on the Super Nintendo after that, I guess.
Super
And then
Nintendo was
GameCube?
before the 64. No, GameCube was... Why does this matter?
I don't know. Sorry. I love talking about it.
And you told me before we started, John, that I needed to stay on topic, and here he is talking about the 64.
Hey, man, you were the one who said you've never
I did. That's all I
played
said. I never
Pokemon.
played it.
I just
You
thought
made
that was
it.
crazy.
Anyway,
Thought that was crazy.
Anyway,
Thought it was crazy.
can't wait to see London Calling.
Yes, me too. I don't know what I'm allowed to say about release dates or anything like that. Nothing is locked down.
Just hit me up. I'll give you all the spoils. I'll tell you everything.
Yeah, he knows everything about it.
Doesn't phase me.
Yeah. But I want to talk about how cars impact the movie world and
Oh yeah, because I mean, a car can be a character,
right.
and I'm not just saying that because of the movie Cars. They're all characters.
Right, yeah, that's
But Knight Rider.
mm-hmm.
I know that's before your time.
I know what Knight Rider is.
I know you know what it is, but Kit was just such a cool car. And then you got like the General Lee.
Okay, can I be stupid? Can I be stupid? I don't have to be.
That's a
You can
loaded.
just tell me
That's a loaded question, sir.
what movie is generally from.
That's not stupid.
Is it from Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah, it's Dukes of
Okay.
Hazzard.
Woo-hoo-hoo! We're fine.
Oh my god,
That's two
that just
near
happened.
misses on the pop culture references in 2 episodes straight. I can't remember what the other one was, but
You know, it's a cool movie. God, it's cheesy to go back and watch now. And I know you've never seen it. You've probably never heard of it unless you remember me talking about
bet
it.
you I have. Drop the name, baby. Drop the name.
The Wraith.
No, definitely not.
Charlie Sheen movie.
Okay.
Oh man, it's so cheesy to watch now. But it's not cheesy to watch. It's so stupid. But it's about this guy that gets murdered by this like car gang club thing, right?
Okay.
And for whatever reason, they never explain it in the movie, but he comes back, and it's Charlie Sheen,
Oh,
and he'll race these guys, and he's got this cool car. I can't remember exactly what it's called. It's actually built by Chrysler, and I'm sure John can probably find a picture of it. He's slacking over there. Second day on the job. Look at him. But no, it was a cool car, and so they would be racing, and he'd toy with them for a little bit, and then he would take off and get way far ahead of them, and they would come around this curve, and he'd just be sitting there, and they'd run into him, explode, and they would die, and his car would just kind of come back together, and he'd drive off.
It was like Ghost Rider, but with a car.
Kind of, yeah. He did ride a motorcycle too.
Oh, that's a cool car.
right. Yeah, that thing is neat, man.
It's made by Chrysler?
Yeah, it was like a one-off type of thing. The movie's cool.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. Me and my brother used to watch it all the time.
Yeah.
That was a cool movie. But there's so many movies out there that cars are so big. Fast and Furious, obviously.
Right.
But there's all these other things out there like Smokey and the Bandit, which I was never a huge fan of.
No, I mean, I'm not.
Back to the Future.
Oh, absolutely.
Dude, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, you literally talked about that thing.
Yeah, literally.
We saw Brad yesterday. He has the tattoo right here.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool when cars are characters when they don't even like talk or anything like that. Because obviously you have Kit from Knight Rider, and he like talked, and
Yeah,
he was a character. He had dialogue.
absolutely.
But it's cool when it's like, it's a character that matters. Like if it blew up, it would be like devastating.
Like the DeLorean.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's so cool, and I think it's so important to know that like there are inanimate objects that can be important in a story.
Absolutely.
And what they do to the car market too, because you talk about
Supras.
Fast and Furious, exactly. Supras were a thing before Fast and Furious, obviously.
Yeah, but they weren't $100,000 cars and
Right.
all that crap, and I still don't understand why they are. Like, I get the motors are great, but I just don't understand it.
Well, and was the R34 still as massive as it was before?
Not really,
Or did that move
because
kind of with the Supra as well?
I think the Skyline started getting its notoriety from like Gran Turismo. That's where people started finding out about
Okay.
that, and then when Too Fast, Too Furious came out, and people started kind of seeing what it was. I guess it made it a more, I don't know what the word I'm trying to find is, but it's more people were seeing it because it was on such a bigger scale now, and it's on a movie, and
Right.
Paul Walker was driving it and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, and then it started blowing up.
Right.
And then when the Skylines came out and stuff it was weird. I think it was the first Fast and the Furious. Paul Walker, when he got the Supra, it was supposed to be a Skyline. But then there were so few in the country that it was going to be really hard for them to have, which I guess obviously, like there's a hero car and then all the other stunt cars and stuff like that. And so trying to do that with a Skyline was going to be really hard back then.
Right.
It'd be a little easier now, obviously. But
didn't they? I might have just heard this as like a myth somewhere, but didn't they just up badge GTTs or something for the movie? Or is that a real GTR?
The hero car was a real GTR because we owned it. When me and Crispy worked at Ride Revolution, the lady that owned Ride Revolution had that car. She bought it straight from Craig Lieberman. So I've driven that car.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a fun fact.
Crispy used to drive that thing all the time, and I've actually got pictures of it, which I can put one up here because I'm in control of editing this time.
Oh, he gets to edit this time. So if it's awful, that's why.
We're going to have 2 views. It's
Two
gonna be
views.
me and my mom. No.
Oh, 2. Okay, gotcha. I thought you meant like 2 camera angles.
No.
That would be weird if it was just you and your mom and it was me talking.
That would be weird. Have my mom just lip sync you the entire time.
Or just a picture of her.
Sitting in a rocking chair.
But yeah, so maybe you want to buy yourself a Grand Prix before London Calling comes out. And
maybe
because the value is just going to skyrocket, you know.
Let's be honest, it's not a good looking car.
The Grand Prix is not a looker,
but that's okay.
Means. The generation before it looked so much better.
It really did. When we were looking at them the other day, it does look better.
And originally, it was going to be a Pontiac Firebird, which I was pumped for because I don't know if I've ever talked about it, but like my dream, like classic car is the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am from like Smokey and the Bandit with that livery. Yeah, look at that thing. It's not.
Ugh.
They are very, very large.
It's a boat.
Yeah, but that thing scoots, man.
Are we sure that's not a Hellcat?
It's definitely not a Hellcat. Hellcat would be a lot slower. There's actually a lot of fun facts about it that we were seeing that had like air suspension.
That is pretty neat.
What it had 370 horsepower?
Something, yeah, somewhere up in there.
And that's in it was a 69, right?
69.
69 is a 370 horsepower engine.
69 was my football number.
69 also means other things.
Like what?
Well, you know, it's a pretty high up there number in the 100, like 0 to 100 range.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Pretty fun fact.
Could you do a Google image search?
Don't do a Google image search.
Oh.
69.
Okay.
Anyway, 370 horsepower is a lot for 1969. The Mustang GT down there, it's an 89, and it has, what, 270, 220? Something like
The Camaros were the same way, you know?
Right.
Just didn't make a lot of power.
And they're like flagship muscle cars.
Yeah.
And this thing had 370
they do look
almost
a lot
20
better,
years
though.
earlier. Yeah, they do. Even the hater of Mustangs thinks that.
Yep.
So, but I think it scooted pretty well. I was very impressed by its power, and they sound phenomenal. But any like American E8 or V8 pre-emissions time sounded pretty good anyway.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Well, and it was a lot easier to make power back then, I guess.
Was it?
Yeah, because emissions.
I don't know, man.
If you don't have rules
I'd
constricting
say the fuel was a lot crappier back then.
True.
And you're tuning carbs.
You tune carbs? Like trans fats and protein carbs? Sorry. Oh, stupid joke.
That's another time that I stayed on topic, John, and he didn't.
I'm doing bad tonight.
Maybe we'll put a counter up in the
sorry.
Up in the
2-0.
There it is. It's like gonna be an FPS counter up in the screen every time you lose it.
Oh yeah, John has a mic now. John,
wow.
really,
what was that? Are you okay?
John has a mic now.
He does.
why
He can talk to us.
Hear
Mic'd
him
up.
so-
Oh,
Look at that.
yeah, he's mic'd up.
He is
I'm
mic'd
going to
up.
get me a topic sign to hold up
Yeah.
to remind you guys.
He's he's gonna look like one of the guys on the sideline at the football games.
Yeah. Oh man.
That'd be funny.
So if you just hear some sexy model whispering in your ear, that's John.
Australian model.
He does have
But he's not Australian.
He's not Australian. He just looks Australian, I guess.
I don't know what that means, though.
I don't either. Heard somebody say it and we took it and ran.
He started to say something, and then he put his face in his hand.
Yeah. He wanted to say it. He wanted us to stay on topic.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it was? Who went off? It was him. That's 3.
No, that was on topic.
Was it? Well, I guess
Because you were talking and
John's the topic.
yeah.
That's a draw.
Is that an Australian accent? Yeah.
gonna-
yeah.
I was going to make a joke about something down under, but
Okay.
Nope.
Wow.
Man.
All right, that's 1 for John, 2 for me, and 0 for Matt.
Whoop whoop.
We got to get Matt off topic here. Anyway, do you got a favorite?
Professional.
You got a favorite pop culture car or fictitious car?
So
It doesn't have to be fictitious, but
are we talking about like a car that was in a movie, and if I had that car, I get everything that it could do as well? Or are we
no,
just
because
talking
that's
about,
that obviously it'd be like the DeLorean at that point.
yeah, probably.
Because if you don't pick the time traveling car, you're kind of an idiot.
Well,
But so no, it's like it's if you could have that car.
so do I have a favorite movie car?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
I asked that question like I have an answer, and I definitely don't have an answer either.
Yeah, I still need your top 10. Have you made your top 10 list?
Yeah.
That's also a lie.
Yeah, that was a lie.
Favorite movie car? Man, that's tough.
I would have said the Batmobile was up there before they released it for real, and now it looks like butt.
See, I don't even like that. The Tumbler,
Yeah.
that's not even my favorite Batmobile.
What is your favorite Batmobile?
Probably like from the original, not like Adam West, but like the original Batman with Michael Keaton. I
Like
think
the long hood?
yeah.
Yeah. That one's cool.
That one is cool. And they got dumb as was it Joel Schumacher that started making those movies? I know it was Tim Burton at first, and I think it was Tim or Joel Schumacher.
Tim Burton made Batman movies?
Batman and Batman Returns. That was Tim Burton.
Really?
Yeah.
What a strange branch of his career that I had
Well, see,
no
they were a
idea
little
about.
darker, and then you start.
Yeah.
You look at Schumacher. I think it's Joel Schumacher that took them over, and they started getting all these neon lights and bat nipples and all this other stupid.
Bat nipples?
That's a thing.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll take your word for it.
bat nipples. George Clooney.
Okay.
He had the bat nipples with.
Oh, like not car related. These were actually bat nipples.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
like on the bat suit, they had nips for whatever reason.
I mean, hey, man. Just
At least it wasn't baloney nipples or something like that, you know?
I
But
guess
anyway, favorite car? Oh, that's Halo. The Warthog is...
that can't
that's-
count.
Why?
That's obviously going to win.
That's the Gauss Hog.
The Gauss Hog.
Dude,
Okay, I'm bad with names. Chill out.
it's
What
the
is that?
Warthog that has the giant cannon on it, not
Oh,
just
okay.
the...
Dude, if I'm picking anything from that, I'm picking a chopper, dude. You kidding me? The like two
don't know,
little back
man.
wheels with the big front wheel.
I'd probably take the little Banshee. The
Well,
Covenant.
yeah, but that flies. That breaks.
Well, the Ghost flies. The Banshee is the one that...
The Banshee flies. The Ghost is the one.
Or they give me the Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost is pretty cool too.
Yep.
I
don't
would
know.
frankly take any vehicle from Halo.
Yeah. Give me the
100%.
suit.
Yeah, I would rather have a suit than a.
Just give me...
I wouldn't. If we're talking like capabilities, I'd rather have a Banshee than.
I want the suit. Because then I could just jump on your Banshee and knock you off of it. And
Yeah, that was my favorite thing to do.
that right?
Freaking breach a Banshee.
Anyway,
we
what's wrong with
we both left topic on that one. That was both of us.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I think I really wanted DeLorean if they had a little bit of power.
I'm pretty sure that the DeLorean in the movies had a Porsche motor put in them,
Really,
so they'd have a little more power or something
to get it actually up to the speed it needed to be.
to hit 88 miles an
Yeah.
hour. Do you think if they made that movie now, would it be 88 miles an hour still, or would it be something like crazy fast? Or,
It'd be pretty lame if it was 80 miles. an hour.
right, because people do that on the interstate. You know, people that break the law and stuff. But
Yeah, not us. We follow the law.
I do.
That's-
I do.
Yeah, right. Because why would you go over the speed limit? That's not even. That's literally not even cool.
I don't do it.
No. Yeah, like a DeLorean with a motor swap would be kind of cool. What car was Kit from Knight Rider?
That was a Trans Am.
What year?
Man, I don't know.
That's not the generation I like, though, right?
No, it's not a Smoky and Bandit. It's newer.
Right. Oh, is it newer? Jeez, I thought it was older.
82. Wow.
82. Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the Firebird Trans Ams. I love the liveries. I think they're so cool.
My brother had he had several of those that like the 80s models.
Yeah. There's a guy around here that has. Yeah, that's cool.
Is it Kit? Yeah.
That's so sick.
So Kit had later seasons. Kit had like high pursuit mode, and it would show him like while he was driving, the bumper would like extend out, and these little winglets would come out.
That's
and then
cool.
the spoiler on the back and stuff like that would go up. It was neat.
That's awesome.
And then he had a turbo boost button.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just put the nitrous.
And you can't forget the members only jacket that, Michael Knight wore. And
Yeah. That one.
so, fun fact about Knight Rider, like David Hasselhoff, right? He was Michael Knight, but David Hasselhoff was also in Baywatch, right? And
SpongeBob.
okay,
Sorry.
so there's not a lot of people that I've asked about, like, do you remember this show? And a lot of people don't remember it, but there was a show called Baywatch Nights where he wasn't just the lifeguard or whatever. It didn't last long, I don't think, but in that show, he drove NSX. Yeah, that was always really neat.
That is cool.
And the more I talk about these shows with cars and stuff, I start thinking about other things, like because there was Miami Vice back in the day. And he drove the Ferrari. Then the Bad Boys movies, Will Smith's character always has a cool car, usually a Porsche.
What is Magnum PI from? Was that what that was called?
Magnum PI?
Yeah.
He had that Ferrari.
But what is that from? Is Magnum PI the show name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom Selleck.
Okay. Because for a second I actually thought that was from Miami Vice, but
Nope, that was in Hawaii.
Oh, Magnum PI was in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said Miami Vice was in Hawaii. I was
Nope,
like, that's
that'd be
really
weird.
stupid.
That'd be very confusing.
Yeah.
Gosh, there's so many cool cars that have been in different movies and shows. Like, did you ever watch Home Improvement?
Mm-mm.
So, like, throughout all of those seasons, Tim the Toolman Taylor was like building a hot rod in the garage pretty much like the whole time, and you could watch it evolve basically. That was kind of neat.
I thought it was interesting about Tulsa King. I don't know. I don't think that's niche right now. I think that's pretty out there.
Tulsa King?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I love that show.
John,
you watch that? Dude.
Tulsa, yeah, you got to get on that. Tulsa
You got to
King's
watch
awesome.
that one, dude.
In the beginning of Tulsa King, they're driving Lincolns everywhere and Fords. That's like their thing. And then here in like these last couple of episodes, they've kind of, it almost looks like they've changed their deal from Lincoln to Cadillac.
Yeah, you went right to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was such a strange.
I'm not going to say what happened and made it change.
Right.
But,
But it was so, it's like I think it's got to be some kind of.
licensing or.
Yeah, or Cadillac wanted to
kind
pay
of
him
deal.
more.
Maybe.
But they make a big deal out of it. They're like, oh, love a Cadillac.
Yeah.
It's like, what? That seems like I slam it forward for some reason.
I like that dude that said that.
Yeah.
The bartender.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very cool.
You'll love that show, John.
Yeah, that's a great show. If you haven't seen Tulsa
100%.
King, definitely check it out.
Yep, absolutely. Maybe Jeremy will be on it one day.
It'd be sick.
Dolphins are up 10-0.
Nice. I need Tyreek Hill and Tua to get a touchdown and Cooper Kupp. Nothing's gonna happen. It's okay. But yeah, if you haven't watched Tulsa King, definitely give that a watch.
Absolutely.
It's incredible. And then I've been watching American Auto, which is I know you couldn't get into it, and I couldn't either for like 4 or 5 episodes.
Are you watching it because you're bored?
Probably. But I have 1 episode left, which got canceled. So there's no season 3.
See, that's the thing. Like, there was something AP Bio.
Yeah.
I saw it coming to Netflix. I was like, hey, this looks kind of interesting. And then I realized it was an old show. I'm like, well, now I don't want to watch it because.
Yeah, they definitely re-release things as like Netflix originals, but it's like this came out like in 2010.
Right.
So like, how is this?
There's only a couple of shows that you can just go back and watch.
Right.
We all know number 1 is The Office.
SpongeBob. Oh, yeah. The Office. Yeah, I go to sleep to The Office every night. Call me crazy. Call me scared of the dark. Whatever you want to do. But I do it anyway. All right? The Office to sleep every night.
What? Scared of the dark?
Yeah, because I have to have a TV on.
Oh, I do that too.
Yeah. See?
If I turn the TV off, at night and I lay there with nothing on, then all I do is think.
Right. My mind's like, hey, have you thought about what you're going to eat tomorrow? Have you thought about your dream car every once in a while? Have you thought about maybe have your dream car changed?
Remember that weird noise your car made on the way home?
Yeah. Remember that
Wonder
weird
what that
noise that
was.
just happened in the kitchen? It's like, wow. Okay.
Did you hear that noise that John's car was making when Kaylee pulled back up?
Yeah, I did.
It was
It was
weird.
like,
It was weird.
my wife took John's car out because she was like, hey, guys, I need you to move your cars because I need to go to the grocery store. And he was like, why don't you just take my car? And she was like, okay. He was like, oh.
He stared out the window the entire time she was gone.
And had like
I
a
made
hand
a
on the window
terrible
like this
mistake. Yeah.
as she ripped it in M1 mode.
It was weird.
Um,
He looked so sad.
Yeah, he did. It was really
This
weird.
is the only time I've ever seen John not look vascular.
Yeah. Just like all of his veins just deflated.
Yeah.
It's like his happiness comes from them or something.
That's just where special powers come from.
Oh, man. Back on topic. She said the M3 Competition X Drive was no Elantra N.
Well, there's not much it is.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely. Probably a good thing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good thing that the M3 is not an Elantra N.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the M3 anymore.
Okay, sorry.
I just keep picturing the front end.
They didn't want to make it too fast.
Right.
The
if you made it
M3?
Too fast.
The Elantra.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
Is that
Keep
what
it
it is?
reasonable.
Speaking of Elantra, you look at obviously Kia and Hyundai, and they're an extension of each other.
Mm-hmm.
When is Hyundai gonna drop or Kia gonna drop their their in division? You know what I mean? Like, why don't they have any performance cars besides the GT
Maybe
EV6?
Maybe the people that typically buy them aren't that kind of person. I don't know. I've never thought about that.
But if you think about, I mean, you've got the Stinger and
They still make this Stinger?
the Stinger just got discontinued to continue the EV6 GT as their flagship performance car.
So maybe Kia is going to go a different route than, kind of like Toyota and Lexus. One goes more luxury. Not saying that they're going to go more luxury because they got Genesis too.
Right.
Which Genesis is
Killing it.
is there an ugly Genesis out there? Like right now, I don't.
A lot of people think that Genesis are ugly.
That's fine.
I don't get it.
There's people that think the M3 front end looks good, but they're wrong too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
For sure.
Angry pig. I get to put an angry pig up.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck finding it. Yeah, so I was really close to buying a Genesis. Back when I had the 5 and the Mustang. I was going to sell the Mustang and sell the 5 so I could afford a higher car than the Mustang and a lower car than the 5. So I was going to buy a K5. But I was
K5
like,
Blazer.
no. A Kia K5?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay. Sure
I
you
know.
did.
No, I know.
But I was gonna buy a Genesis, and I was like, and then I'm gonna buy a C8 Z06, and then the prices dropped, and I was like, all right, never mind, not gonna do any of that, and went back to Plan B. But I was this close to buying a Genesis. I test drove a G80, and man, they are good.
They're so pretty.
I love them, and the luxury features that they have are like Rolls-Royce spec. They're not executed as well, obviously, and I think that's the big difference between like a Toyota or a BMW or not. Like whenever I went from my Highlander to the BMW, they had the same features, but the BMW just executed them better. Like the automatic high beams. Whenever you turn on the automatic high beams, they open up and then it's super cool. And they don't usually bright people. The Highlander worked 70% of the time. And so when you take a luxury brand like that, obviously, even though it has what a Rolls-Royce can do, it's not gonna execute it like a Rolls-Royce can.
No.
But they have that kind of feature, and I think you put your foot on the brake and it closes the door for you, and it does all that kind of stuff, massaging seats, and yeah, it was a really incredible car.
Yesterday was the first time I've tried the massaging seats in a car before.
Really, what car?
Doug's McLaren.
McLaren.
Mercedes.
The GT55, so it's called. They're nice.
Big fan. I really, really like the car. I like the way it looks. It's a little underpowered for my taste.
Yeah. How much was it?
It's like $496 or something.
Yeah.
Gosh, that sounds weird to say that's underpowered.
It's underpowered for the price of the car.
I mean,
130 new?
is it? It was something like that.
Yeah.
Is it the AMG GT replacement? Is that what that is?
No, I don't think the GT's been canceled or ended or whatever.
I hope not, because I love those cars.
I don't think so, no.
The grandpa cars, according to Kaylee, but I love those things.
But they could be the GT replacement. But are they going to make a Black Series version of that? Because
I don't know.
you got the GT, GTR, GTR Pro, and then GT Black Series, right?
There's a GT, a GTC, a GTS, a GTR, and then the Black Series.
Okay.
And then Pro, I guess. But
Right. That's like a subdivision, though.
I grew up in a subdivision.
I grew up next to a subdivision. Anyways, what in the world?
Put your arms down.
On topic. But no, I'm not going to knock Mercedes by any means. I think their interiors are pretty top notch. And I like all their little LEDs and their ambient lighting and all that stuff. But
They usually sound really good, too.
they can.
The AMGs usually sound really good. There's not really any cars that like BMWs, Porsches, Audis. None of them have that AMG raw sound that you get.
So I think, kind of going back to what we were talking about the last episode, Mercedes sounds probably best from factory. My car keeps turning on. I don't know why. The key's probably sitting 30 feet away instead of 40 feet.
I thought you said the cat had it.
Oh, yeah, she ate it or something. Anyways, I think probably from a base perspective, from manufacturer, from factory, AMGs probably sound the best.
Yep.
I was very disappointed with my M8 whenever I first got it. I was like, really? Going from a GT500 to an M8 was a harsh change
that's a shame
in sound.
because, a lot of people, we talked about with the intakes on BMWs, how they're so muffled and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, I get it. Most of the people that buy that kind of stuff don't really care.
Right.
But if you're buying like what John has or the M8 and stuff like that, typically those people are more interested in that kind of stuff. And I think AMG gets that.
Right.
And that's why they still give that option and stuff. And I mean, AMG makes cool stuff. Even stuff that's not in Mercedes, like the AMG motors that are in Paganis and stuff like that. They're hard to beat.
Right. But I think aftermarket for aftermarket, BMW sound better.
BMW, well, yeah.
Maybe Audi, but I've never been a huge fan of Audi sound except for maybe the R8 V10s.
Well, yeah.
But even then,
or a twin turbo V10.
right? Yeah, but that's not from factory either.
No,
I guess
it's
we're talking about aftermarket. Sorry. But I think BMW. I think performance wise, just murks the other two brands.
I know you do.
But that's statistical.
Is it?
It is.
Is it?
It is.
Because when you break it down to Nürburgring times, which one of them has the faster
The
car?
M8 destroys the R8 GT.
I was talking about Mercedes.
Okay, so my problem, this is what sucks about BMW, and I wish they would just hike up their big boy pants and make a freaking Nürburgring monster, because they have it in them. Why don't they just make a car that's built for the track? Like,
They did.
yeah, but they didn't. Like, they made the M4 CSL. It was a expansion of the M4.
Yeah.
Just make a track car, man. Like,
That's the thing. Like, the majority of their customers don't care.
right. Which sucks.
And majority of the BMW customers don't care, and then they turn around and call it the ultimate driving machine.
Right. But anything up to the AMG GTR, I think the AMG GTR, can you look up the GTR Nürburgring time? But I'm pretty sure up to the GTR, BMW beats them in every realm. It's just GTR Pro, and GT Black Series.
Well, it's like I've said before, like every time I've gone to Detroit, there's a new car coming out, and it's like, oh, it's the M3 killer. And,
right.
And then you don't ever hear it again.
Right. Because they've kind of been the standard.
Kinda, yeah.
7 minutes and 10.9 seconds.
Wow. That's the GTR?
Yep.
What was the Nissan
Holy
GTR?
crap.
Nismo?
713. Oh, Nismo. Sorry.
709, I think.
709, really?
The GTR was the production car record holder for a while.
7 minutes and 8.679 seconds.
Wow. Very nice.
Yes, sir.
Very nice. Well,
It's because it drives itself, you know?
yeah, basically. I mean, it's all electronics, you know. You don't need any skill for that kind of thing.
I hate that.
So I think up to the GTR, I think BMW takes Nürburgring times in total. John, they're still looking at your screen. But like,
Was it something embarrassing?
yeah, probably.
What kind of cream was that?
Stop. But no, like, yeah, Mercedes is up there, and like I said, I'm not gonna knock Mercedes. And I think Audi's the mix of them both, which I've said a couple times, but I just think Mercedes is like full luxury, and BMW is like full performance, and Audi's like the hybrid.
I don't think BMW's full performance.
Elaborate.
I just don't. I don't feel like they have enough. Like their base model cars aren't all that performance. I mean, neither is Mercedes by any means.
Well, I mean, none of them are really, because you have to have that.
No.
You also have to have a certain amount of cars.
Stupid.
that don't have enough power to hit emissions because it's all about the percentage of the amount of cars that you have in your lineup.
Everything
I'm pretty sure that
should be super stiff and high horsepower with turbos.
Exactly. Nothing should be comfortable.
Everything
should be loud, and everything should be
efficient.
super fast. Everybody should average 12 mpg. Period.
I wish I got that on the 85.
On the 85, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think I do definitely wish that BMW would just make a Nürburgring monster because I really do think they have it in them. But their most expensive car is $150,000, and that's the M5 CS, and it's full straight line speed. And then you got like the $130,000 M4 CSL, and that's supposed to be handling, but I think you got a 715, which is still pretty good. The AMG GTR.
At what point do you abandon your love for BMW? I guess just when you can get your McLaren.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
That's fair.
The
There is one you're forgetting.
3.0 CSL. Is that what that's called? So what does it do?
So hold on, I just thought of something.
Okay.
So we're talking about Mercedes.
Yep.
And like you prefer the BMW and all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who does AMG make or used to make motors for McLaren?
They made the F1 engine, right?
Because they did have the McLaren SLR.
I thought they did the.
I think it was ugly.
Didn't they do the F1?
That was just that. It was called the McLaren F1. They may have done the motor.
Yeah, that's what I thought, though.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
AMG does a lot of motors for some badass cars.
And when it gets to that point, I stop looking at Nürburgring times as much because when you're getting into the 705s, what am I going to do with that? Like,
I'll never be able to do a 705.
Right. So after you get to like 7, I would say 705.
I bet I could do a 705 at VIR. That's like a 2-minute track.
Yeah,
So
probably.
I could probably do a 705.
Maybe. In the right car.
I got this.
In an AMG one.
Got this. Out there in the Aero Atom.
In the 919 Evo thing. But yeah, I mean, after, like 705s, which I think the 765 LT is that in the 6s? In the Nürburgring?
I don't think so.
I know the 600 LT is a 706, I want to say.
Yeah, I don't think McLaren has unless the P1 or the Senna. The Senna's probably a sub 7 minute.
The Senna's definitely a sub 7 minute. I think the P1 should be too.
I don't know.
They cheated with the P1 though. Apparently, the battery died halfway through, so they charged it and did the second half of the course and merged the 2 times, I think, or something. Which, I mean, whatever. If everybody's gonna cheat, everybody's gonna cheat. If everybody got the best time by doing their little thing, then every brand does their little thing, and that's fine. But I think the AMG one just broke its own record.
Yeah, it did.
Golly, man. I mean, I gotta obviously give it to AMG for that. I mean, you can't knock AMG by any means. But man, the AMG one is pretty too, for sure.
I think the performance-oriented Mercedes right now look better than the performance-oriented BMWs.
I could agree with that. Can I?
You don't have to.
I mean, I absolutely get where you're coming from, but I think the M8 is prettier than the GT55.
I don't.
That's a tough one.
I really like the looks of that car. I just wish it had a little more power.
I just feel like they hold their weight awkward. Like, I just feel like they're, I don't know. They just feel awkward. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. I'm not a designer, obviously, but I don't know. I just feel like something's off whenever you're looking at them. And definitely all the Mercedes look the exact same, which kills me. But I guess when you look at AMG GTRs or GT Pros or whatever, they are the only ones that stand out compared to the rest of the lineup.
Well, every BMW kind of looks the same.
Yeah, but they're doing a lot better on that. The M2s are very differentiable.
I'm just glad they have a different designer now.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. I don't know.
Fix it. Please fix it. Why are you rolling your eyes, John?
You can't complain about the M3 and then complain that they all look the same too.
Yeah, I can. Because every 3 Series has that.
But the M3s and M4s are basically the exact same car. They branch from each other.
2-door and a coupe and a estate car.
Is that what it's called? An estate car?
I think so. Is that anything what they call them? Estate cars? Sedans?
No, estate is a wagon.
Is it? Yeah. He don't know.
I don't know.
He didn't say that through his mic, so
Yeah, true.
it
Nobody
doesn't
knows.
matter what he said.
But the M5s are differentiable from the M8. Is differentiable a word? I might just
I
making
don't
that up.
think it is. Never heard anybody use it before.
Is
It is now.
noticeable in a room,
Urban Dictionary, fellas.
I should say. But I think, yeah, the M2s, M3, M4s, M5, and M8s all look different from each other.
Apparently, the new M5, being so heavy, apparently it handles its weight really well.
I have heard that. I'm nervous about it, but I think they're gorgeous.
It's a good-looking car.
They're obviously going to more of a 7 Series look, and I think that this generation looks better.
I think the new 7 Series is going to be an actual bus. Like they're
Probably,
they're
yeah.
just getting bigger.
One of those like Volkswagen.
Oh God.
um,
They should have brought the new Volkswagen, the bus.
Yeah.
They should have brought out a gas version of that thing.
it
Instead
would
of,
have sold like crazy. For
yeah,
sure.
instead of just having an electric one. Like,
I guess that is their demographic, though.
is it though? Because think of all the people that used to have buses back in the day. Like, some of those guys might just want to have the old school, not the old school, but a gas powered or diesel motor in it
Yeah,
instead of the electric motor.
but how are you supposed to like charge them in your village communities? You know,
I don't
in
know.
your, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Communes.
yeah, yeah,
They run off compost or something.
yeah. They're nudist.
You're talking about
beaches.
hippies, right?
I am talking about
Okay,
hippies. Yes. Just Asheville.
Just Asheville.
No, it would have been cool if they dropped a gas version for sure.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do that.
There definitely would have been some SEMA with these crazy motor swaps and stuff like that.
That'd have been neat. It's a good looking little van. I think it's cool.
I think it's neat, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good looking van by any means. But no, I think that would have been cool.
Yeah, I feel like they missed out on a good opportunity to make some money there.
Yeah, 100%. Because we know the market more than
Yeah.
car manufacturers, obviously.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah, that thing is
That's why we have this
ugly, dude.
very popular podcast.
That is bad.
I saw it in Detroit this past year. It's pretty cool.
I feel like it might look better in person, but that's rough.
It's like I said, it's not something I would go and get, but
Yeah. Be cool to have, I guess.
yeah.
Just cause.
Yeah, bobbing around town.
Speaking of cool to have, Mini Cooper.
Oh man.
We need to do some stuff with the Mini Cooper, man.
We've got parts laying around for that thing. Yeah, we need to get it fixed. It's either an injector or a coil that's wrong with it right now. I need to get that thing fixed. I miss driving that. It's so much fun.
Do we have a kind of official plan that we can tell them that we're going, like in the direction of?
I mean, we've already mentioned that we're going to do a K-swap,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see. Sometimes I go back and forth on whether or not I want to K-swap it, because if I K-swap it and put a turbo on it, am I giving it to my kid or am I keeping it?
Definitely keeping it. Yeah. She wouldn't mind. She would understand.
She would want it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But she would understand.
Nah,
No, she wouldn't.
no.
It just doesn't matter because you're a father, so who cares?
That's true. I'm in charge.
Yeah, it's your car.
That's right. John, what are you going to get Sophie for her first car?
Turn on your mic.
Yeah, dummy.
K-truck.
K-truck. You should have just kept the one you had.
That would have been awesome.
I'll get a new one.
You think
No,
a K-truck
A
is...
new one.
The K-bus.
There you go.
What's
Yeah.
a K-bus?
Or the K-van.
Yeah,
Sorry.
the tiny little vans.
Yeah, it's a little van version of the truck.
Yeah.
Pull up a picture of that. I've never seen that before.
I did rollers of one time.
Really?
Yeah, at the SAC. Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Had anime on the side of it and everything.
They look
K-bus.
hilarious.
K-van.
K-fan, sorry.
What are you doing?
What am I
Sit down.
I am.
Jeez.
Here's one next to, what is that, the cappuccino?
Oh, I want a cappuccino.
Dude, it looks big next to the cappuccino.
Yeah, what's
so-
crazy is the
it's so
cappuccino is about the size of that blow-off valve right there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
Those things are neat, man.
So is it a passenger vehicle? Are there seats back there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I would love that.
No, I'm not getting my daughter that. They're,
About as unsafe as they get.
yeah,
man.
it's about, yeah. They're
Yeah.
very unsafe.
Oh.
But they're slow. That's why I want one.
The minis are very, very safe cars, as we found out with our friend Amanda's son when he had that accident.
Yeah, that thing
That's what sold me on letting Peanut drive one.
flipped on its top and
Didn't even break the sunroof, man.
no,
That was wild.
not touching the roof and then not even denting the freaking sunroof is crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's awesome.
But
Shout out BMW.
right?
BMW makes those.
They make the motor. The car was around before BMW ever had their hands on it.
Okay.
What was that?
I don't know, dude.
But yeah, if we do a K-swap, that'd be neat. Yeah, I got to get the Mini over here just so I can start driving it again.
Yeah.
It's such a cool little fun car. We've got coilovers that do to it. We've got a new timing chain to put on it. Like, gosh, it's already modified. It's got the little blow-off valve on it. It's got an intake. I got that red valve cover to put on if we keep it red. I don't know.
Right.
I mean, we're going to run with the motor that's in it right now for now.
Sure.
And we'll start doing that K-swap at some point.
Is it turboed right now?
Yeah.
Just a small one, obviously.
Yeah, it's got a little turbo on it, but
Yeah.
I can't remember how much power it makes, but it's 200 or something like that. But man, it's fun.
Is a K-swap usually boosted from factory, or is that something that you
No.
also boost a K?
I'm gonna boost it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but talk about me and Devin in downtime at work, we talk a lot about cars, obviously.
Yeah.
And he's talked about how like the motor that's in his car, it already comes turbo and everything. That should be a good car for swapping
Yeah.
because he makes good power out of that little thing.
Mm-hmm.
But even putting something like that in the Mini would be fun.
B58.
Probably not.
It'd be pretty sick.
It'd be expensive.
I mean, yeah.
It'd be a lot more expensive. But K-swaps are starting to go up now because it's getting so much more popular.
Yeah.
But if you took like Garrett's car, that GR86, and do a boosted K-swap in that thing, holy crap.
Oh, yeah, that would be sick.
Oh, man.
Dude, I thought you were going to say take the engine out of that thing and put it in the Mini. I was like, why would you?
No, I don't want to make it worse.
Yeah, the Mini probably makes more power already.
Those little, what are those motors? FA20s? Are they FA20s in the GR86? Yeah, those things are garbage.
What is it, like 20 horsepower on 87?
Yeah, it's bad.
Yep.
Yeah, those. I mean, I get that they're not supposed to be like fast performance cars, but
Well, they're supposed to be quick, good handling cars, but
Right.
why didn't Subaru give them some horsepower? I was going to say something else, but
I don't know.
why?
Obviously there's been rumors of, throwing the M3 engine in the Supra and then taking the Supra engine out and putting it in the
If they release that next year, would you buy one?
GR86.
No.
Oh, the
A
M3
Supra
engine.
with
Probably not. I mean, I have so much into my Supra that
No,
I
you
think
don't.
ultimately I'd be downgrading.
No, you don't.
I do.
We just talked about that earlier.
Well, I mean, so much done to the Supra. I'd rather have a wide body, big turbo Supra that makes more power than the M3 engine one than
How much power do you think it makes?
restart. I don't know, less than your GTR.
That's right.
We raced twice.
Twice. If you want to call it that.
It's pointless. It's pointless racing him.
Mm-hmm.
What's a bummer is that
I had 3 people in the car and I was running 93 octane.
I was running 93 octane too.
Yeah,
buddy.
I know, but you don't have E85.
I very well could.
But you don't.
No, I don't. Neither did you.
Want me to go get some? We'll try again.
So the first time we raced, he had a little bit of E in there. Didn't go well. I didn't go in manual. I was like, whatever. And then this next time, he got the jump on me, of course, like usual. And, I don't like to break the law, so I let off super early.
Oh, yeah?
And I short shifted the first shift. Suspension, something was off with the suspension.
Next time I'll give you a head start.
Yeah, that would be good. I've got some more room to make power in that thing,
Yes, you do.
so I'm not worried. But I am.
The way it sits, you can make more power. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah,
You
I just need
a more friendly tuner, maybe.
a tuner that cares at all.
Your tuner didn't give a shit.
No, he hasn't responded to my email still. I'm like, hey, I said, do you do flame tunes? He said, flame tunes? And I said, yeah. Do you do those? No. Really? You're like one of the biggest tuners in the world. You don't do flame tunes?
Can we say his name?
No, not yet. Not yet.
He's not somebody I would recommend anymore.
No. Go to your local tuner instead.
No.
No. don't do that.
We don't have a local tuner here.
Not really.
I mean, we got J.R. Boyd
Yeah.
who can do some stuff, but
He's made some pretty hefty stuff, dude.
yes, he has. He's very good at what he does. He's just a busy dude.
They're very, yeah,
But
for good reason.
Insomnia is Insomnia Motorsports who helped you out, right?
Yeah, dude, they are incredible.
Yep.
I don't want them to be mixed up with my tuner. They recommended him, but he is one of the best tuners in the world. It's just he doesn't.
He's got the highest horsepower or fastest one right now.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. You can deduce from that who he is if you would like.
But there's like a top 4 super tuners, and I don't know. It's unfortunate to have a monopoly on the game like that. And
well, we had such a limited time that we needed to get it done.
Right.
At that time, and like even though he was, anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's just unfortunate. He's not going to do something unless it's something awesome. And what's awesome to him and what's awesome to a normal person is 2 very different things, and that's unfortunate.
It is, because that's your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how he earns his money. Take a cue from John at JDC.
Yep.
Good customer service.
Absolutely.
Or even the guy that tuned my car. That dude is excellent.
Yep.
I could text him right now, and I'd probably hear back from him within 20 minutes.
Shout out to Sam Barrows.
That's right.
For sure.
Yep, he's the man.
I think we as a car community should fight bad customer service.
Absolutely, because if I reach out to somebody and they are like that guy, I'll quit reaching out. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't know, man. It was just a weird situation. We didn't have a lot of choice at that time.
Yeah, that was when the Supra was relocked the ECU by Toyota, because we took
Shout out to Toyota.
Shout out to Toyota, actually, because they did.
They
covered
did the right
everything.
thing. But don't flash people's ECUs without at least saying something first.
Right. I literally came in there. I was like, "Hey, my brakes are bad," and they're like, "Okay, cool."
No, they're fine.
And then they were like, "Oh, they're fine."
We updated you.
They were not fine at all.
Fine.
They were like, "Oh, you need a software update." I don't think that has anything to do with my brakes, to be honest with you. Maybe my parking brake, because it's electronic. And then I left and I could barely stop, and also my car burbled on startup, so it was like pop, 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 pop. And then everything went downhill from there. So I had to get it unlocked quick, because that was when we were doing the meet for Jack, and I at least wanted him to see my car, and then he didn't get to see my car, and so then in turn liked Matt's car more than mine.
Do you think that's why?
100%. Yeah. Your daughter likes my car more than yours. My wife likes my car more than yours.
I would hope yours does.
I would really hope so. Yeah, that's kind of.
My wife likes my car better than yours, but she does
That's
like
what
yours.
she tells you.
Yeah, that's what Kaylee tells you.
Cut to me petting the cat. Matt beat me in a race. Say
Twice.
how it is. I have no shame in that. I have a lot of shame in it, actually, but I have no shame in saying it.
He immediately texted me through Siri. Excuse me while I go drive into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, as a BRB, gonna go drive into oncoming traffic. But no, I definitely expected him to win. I definitely did not expect it to be that bad of a loss. So it's fine.
My car is not the fastest out there either. You know,
Don't say that.
I'm not trying to say it like that. Like,
and my car isn't even the base of it.
I'm just saying, man. There's so many GTRs out there that would smoke the crap out of me. And
Yeah, it's always a bigger fish, especially in the car world.
yeah, absolutely.
And you go to SEMA and see Miatas with Lamborghini V12s in it that are
Was
fake.
fake.
Yeah, he was very open about it, though. I'm not going to hate him for it. He never acted like it was real, and that is the plan at some point, I believe. And he told everyone that wasn't a Lamborghini engine, but it looks pretty crazy.
Yeah, you just run the intake manifold on it, and then the turbos aren't even doing anything.
Oh, the turbos aren't?
No, there's
Oh,
no
that's
wastegate or anything. At the video I saw, he was not trying to be like, "Oh no, it's not real." It was somebody called him out on it, and he immediately had it towed away. I don't know what's
Dang.
true, but that's what I saw.
John's nodding his head too, so he agrees.
That's what I saw.
Yeah.
Dang.
So it's on the internet, so that means that it's real.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you read it on Wikipedia?
That you're 5'2"? Oh no, that's IMDb. It does
Catching
say
strays today, man.
that. It does say that.
I was so graciously telling everybody that you beat me in a race.
Graciously.
Yeah. All I
I'm
need
sorry
is
you
for
had to tell the truth.
Yeah, I pulled up in manual and I was like, "Hey, let's race." And
I was just minding my own business.
he was minding his own business, and I was not going to let that happen.
Just enjoying time with my wife and daughter. And here comes some daggone street racer.
Yep. But you know the rules. You can't beat a guy when his wife is in the car. You know. You gotta let him win if his wife's in the car for his sanity, his marriage, unfortunately. So I did what I had to do, and
She was asleep the first time when we was coming home from Chattanooga. She was literally asleep in the car.
Kaylee
No,
Ashley wasn't there.
no, she wasn't there.
Peanut
Peanut was asleep. That's what it was.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I lost then too. But he had Ian, so I don't really care.
Worse. Yeah, it was like, I think it was like E30ish.
Jeez, that's more E than I was running. I was running on E. Am I right? I had full tank of gas. But anyway, once I build the trans, honestly, once I reinforce the drive shaft and the axles, I think I can get some more power. Just less. I got to limit the torque. But I'll probably go to like a more local tuner, and I can take it to a dyno and get it tuned properly and to its limits.
Yeah.
Instead of just some map that he made and threw on.
I wish Sam would do Supras.
I know.
But
I was surprised to know that tuning wasn't a how do you say, like a universal thing, I guess.
I guess because everything is a little different, like
Right.
every means of. But no, like I mean, you bring up a good point because we're both using Ecutech, and I don't know how to tune, so I can't sit here and say, "Oh, this is why," you know.
Of course.
But
you'd
don't
think
know.
it'd be like, oh, the timing on this injector's off. Let's give it more fuel. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you would think it would be just very statistical and picky,
yeah,
but I'm surprised it varies from car to car.
it is crazy. You know, I told you needed it retuned, but it's crazy the difference from being tuned at sea level and tuned here has made.
Yeah.
Have you rode into Supra, John?
Nope.
Wow.
Wow, what a crappy friend you are.
It's just slower than a GTR.
I don't even think we've been driving together.
No, we have not.
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Should have went to the Dragon with us. It was a blast.
He should have went to the Snake with us.
He's working.
No, he's not.
He's literally working.
He's lying about his job. You know, he's lying about his job.
I was at work,
Yeah.
but I wasn't really working.
Well, he was in his van looking up Selena Gomez's. Never
Get
mind.
out of here, Matt.
You want to tell that story?
Not at all, actually, no.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Sorry.
That's crazy. Well, I feel like we were going on a good tangent there. Now I don't have anything to talk about. Is this where we call it?
I don't know. How long have we been going?
Hour.
Has
Oh, I
it
can
really?
Yeah, hour and 1 minute and 44 seconds, 45 seconds, 46 seconds.
Is it in the lower left?
Yeah, the ISO record.
You know, people that actually watch us or listen to us, you should see this little setup we got, man. It's really cool.
So we do live editing now. So instead of me having to go through and miss pictures where I'm like, oh, let's put a picture here, and then I just don't put a picture there because
Happens a lot.
I'm not gonna sit down and watch an hour and 30
You
minutes of
should.
a podcast whenever we film it 20 minutes before I have to post it.
That's your fault.
I
I don't think it's your fault.
No,
but, you
not
know
at
what I'm
all.
saying. There be
So now we're doing live editing.
It's like we're getting more and more professional with equipment.
The equipment is, yeah, we are not by any means.
John's doing his best though. He's over there telling us or trying to keep us on track. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not working, but I appreciate the effort.
Who's John?
John.
Farrell?
Will Ferrell?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Well, I think that wraps this up.
It's 10-6 now. It's halftime.
Gotcha. Well, we're going to go watch NFL.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Dude. We just
What?
fixed your computer today.
Oh, sorry. We're going to go play zombies
Yeah, Call of Duty.
while I watch NFL on my second monitor because I have two. He has three.
I have
4,
but I run 3. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
That is so cool. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's got the coolest car and everything. If we went horsepower for horsepower with all of our cars, I think I'd win.
I don't know, man. The Mini makes a lot.
It makes a lot. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching.
So Jeremy's gonna be gone for a week.
Yep. You guys won't notice anything.
No. But we gotta start putting out some more content.
Yeah, it's just a dry spout.
We do have
No money, so we can't afford parts.
we have things to do. It's finding time right now, and we've kind of been enjoying the mountain.
We have ever since we went to 421. I've actually been enjoying it. So
We've been 2 times.
Yeah, ever since I've gone and ripping it down that thing, really starting to get a feel for it.
It is fun, man.
It is a lot of fun, yeah. And you meet a lot of cool people up there and see a lot of cool cars and
Yep.
see a lot of stupid people doing dangerous things that they shouldn't be doing. And
Yeah. It is a lot of fun, though.
it is a lot of fun.
If you got a road like that where you live, drive it.
Drive it and be safe.
So much fun.
Don't drive beyond your means.
Ain't that the truth?
All right. Well, appreciate you guys watching.
Catch you on the next one. Check out our merch on our website.
Oh, merch. Like banners?
Oh, we do have banners.
So we have windshield banners now.
Yes, we do.
For your windshield banners. It says HalfTorqued, and it is cut out so you can see the glass through it.
Yeah, it's a reverse cut, so it's matte black.
So also, if you have automatic like headlight sensors, you can throw that in your camera, so you can you won't cover your camera.
I guess it depends on where the camera is.
Yeah, you just make the banner look really bad.
Might have to change our name to fit the camera.
HalfTorqued.
Yeah, but we get that from Spinny Whoosh.
Yes.
So if you go to Spinny Whoosh's website and use our code HalfTorqued, you can save yourself some money. But if you want a HalfTorqued one, we, believe it or not, there have been a lot of people ask for that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Trying to make a community.
that's what we got. That's why we got them.
Yep.
So hopefully you'll start seeing more and more of those around. You'll see our stickers in random places. I ever tell you I went to the gas station? I went to Sheetz one day, and there was a HalfTorqued sticker on the pump.
That's cool.
I didn't put it there. I just thought it was neat.
Sure.
I didn't. I swear to God, I didn't on that one.
No, that's cool.
I was pretty pumped. And I got a message not too long ago. Someone saw one on it was either a guardrail or a sign at the bridge at 421 that somebody had put one of the stickers there.
That's awesome.
Because he messaged me and asked where could he get one.
Do we have stickers for sale?
We don't have any for sale, but I have some.
So we need to put that on the website and sell them then. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we can do that.
Throw them on your local windy road
Yeah,
or something.
something like that.
Yeah. But anyways, the battery's exhausted. Oh no.
Which one is that?
That's the yours.
Oh, it's the
middle.
wide. Yeah, so
Well, that's fine. We can close it out on me. Thank you guys for watching. We will be back next week with another episode of the HalfTorqued podcast.
look out for some shorts coming to you.
Powder coat, maybe.
Whoop whoop.
All right. See you guys.
Oh.